Hey there, a cloudy, misty, drizzly day here in Northern California. Just out on a hike here, checking out these awesome trees. I hiked up this trail and road a couple miles from that direction, and I'm now heading back. So just thought that I would record this video while walking here. So this video is on the subject of karma and the law of attraction. And I had a little mini revelation on this topic. So I thought that I would just pass this on, just kind of for further clarification of these two different concepts. And so there was a discussion going on on my Facebook page on the topic of karma. And in thinking about it, then I realized, and I'm sure I'm not the first person to come to this conclusion, that there's a lot of discussion of karma going on these days. But it's been given a new name. It's now called the law of attraction. They are exactly the same thing, except that I would say that the law of attraction is a much better explanation of it. The concept of karma is in the same vein. It is, the basic concept that what you put out there, you will receive. But karma kind of implies this like point system of, and for one thing is especially focused on one's actions to some extent. When you think of the, perhaps you haven't heard of this, but there was a tradition of, I forget if it was within Hinduism or Buddhism, I think Buddhism, in which they would release animals in captivity, like say horses that were captive horses, release them into the wild in order to resolve their own karma. Not the horse's karma, the person's karma. And so this was doing good actions in order to help resolve one's karma. And this kind of an action is a result of a huge misunderstanding of how things actually work, in my view, which is that you don't go around doing stuff in order to create better karma for yourself so that you will be judged more favorably in the afterlife. So karma is almost kind of like the conception of heaven and hell to some extent, in that it's, do good things and you'll go to the good place, and you do bad things and you're going to go to the bad place. Or in this life, have good or bad things happen to you. But the law of attraction is a much better explanation of how things actually work, which is that we are creating the reality that we experience through the vibration of our being. It is not just a matter of the actions that we do. It's not about accumulating points that will be added up, and then your negative points will be subtracted from that when you move on from this life, and then you'll go somewhere based on that. It is that in this life, and then carrying through directly into the afterlife after this, because the same laws apply, then we are creating our reality based on the vibration of our consciousness. And along with that, first of all, then we will attract experiences to us which reflect that vibration of our being, and also that vibration of our being will enable us or disable us to be able to stay present in certain places. So in other words, there certainly could be some truth to this, that based on your based on the quality of your soul, basically, then this could allow you to go somewhere in the afterlife that might seem more like a hell versus a heaven, based on the various planes of existence that apparently exist in the realms beyond this third-dimensional universe. That these other realms are themselves based on vibration, and one's ability to stay present in such a place, to arrive and find, perhaps, or be a vibrational match to that sort of a place, would require a similar vibration of being within oneself. And so that's how you could get into heaven or not, based on who you are. So then how then does this relate to one's actions? Because certainly one's actions are important, and I'm not saying by any means that one's actions don't matter and don't factor into this. But one's actions are ultimately always only a expression of one's being. And so it isn't so much about the actions, it's about the energy that you're creating as you go throughout your life. So if you're releasing horses to cleanse your karma, then what is your energy in that? You have a selfish motive disguised as a action of freedom for someone else. But what you're actually doing is you're just trying to improve your own circumstance, and you think that doing something good for someone else is going to improve your own circumstance. So what is your real energy in that moment? You might as well just do something selfish for yourself. If that's you might as well just go eat some ice cream, and that's going to give you as much positive karma as releasing those horses. So this is a misunderstanding that it's about doing good actions in order to cleanse your soul. Certainly the actions that you engage in can be an important part of changing one's soul, the vibration of one's being, because how we interact with the world around us affects our inner self. But the actions themselves don't matter, independent of your energy field. So it's about changing your energy field. That's what it all comes down to. It is about changing the vibration of your consciousness in order to have a higher, purer, stronger, more loving being. Plain and simple. That's what matters. And thus, the actions that you carry out in your life will be an expression of that. And so you will do good things to people. And when you do good things to people, then they will want to do good things to you. And so yes, positive actions are important, but not independent of the vibration of your energy. So it's about truly changing and transforming and evolving in a very, very real, measurable, experiential way your own being of consciousness. So hopefully that clears a few things up. All right, take care. Have a nice day. Namaste.